Hey BSP fans, last year we channeled our inner mad scientist and resurrected our gong mallets and rollers from the past. It's alive! What emerged was a subtle revision of the gong rollers and a reimagining of the multifunctional gong mallet, bringing forth their unique design and scary functionality to a new generation of percussionists. Officially revealed at PASIC 2023, we're excited to formally launch our symphonic gong mallets and rollers. Here's what we're looking at. The symphonic gong mallet is essentially two instrument implements in one. Although our original mallet had 4 playing surfaces, these ultimately seemed redundant to us and potentially confusing to performers. Basically, which side is which and does what now? So we modified the shape of the ply birch mallet base, which is dense and heavy, and narrowed the playing surfaces down to 2 options, hard and soft. The mallet base itself is longer and slightly heavier than its predecessor, which puts a little more weight behind striking your gong or tam-tam. This weightier base helps produce a more consistent performance, assisting in leveling out the dynamic hills and valleys of repeating notes in musical passages. The updated base also puts a little more oomph behind the mallet for a broader response from the gong. The wider side of the gong mallet base is for softer playing, with a thin layer of foam beneath a layer of felt. This side will respond or perform better on larger instruments and make those softer, isolated tam-tam attacks super moody. However, just like all sticks, mallets, and other implements, the velocity and distance of your stroke will affect the dynamic. Just because this is the softer side of the gong mallet doesn't mean you can't make the instrument roar with the proper strike. The smaller side of the mallet is definitely more articulate, with a single layer of felt directly over the mallet head. If you have repeated notes or just want a more pointed, direct sound, definitely use this side of the mallet. The harder and smaller surface produces less fundamental from the gong with a more pointed attack. Also flip to this side of the gong mallet when using smaller tam-tams or gongs, where the wider surface of the large side might simply be too much for the instrument. From there, the bottom of the mallet has 4 cute little rubber feet for setting the mallet on the ground. If you're more of the hang the mallet from the gong stand kind of player, there's also cord at the end of the handle for those grab and go performance situations. Speaking of the handle, it's turned from solid ash and slightly longer than our original design. The updated length allows you to feel the full weight of the mallet head easier, improving control and consistency. Seems like a win to us. Plus, the felt on each side wraps around the corners of the 2 playing surfaces. Consider those bumpers for when you don't have a few extra seconds to peek at the mallet before playing. We don't want any obnoxious wood to metal sounds during that high pressure performance. Moving on to the rollers. The original design was simple and effective, so we really didn't need to rebuild anything here. Basically just breathed some new life into it with updated materials. The core of our gong roller mallet is also ply birch, connected to a solid ash handle and wrapped in the same foam and felt used on the large end of the gong mallet. Again, dense and heavy for producing a broad fundamental from the gong or tam-tam. Rollers are sold as a pair, which obviously makes rolling on a gong easier. However, don't be afraid to pick up just one. Individual rollers also make great mallets for small tam-tams, wind gongs, tai gongs, sun gongs, fang gongs, chow gongs, whatever. Give it a try. Make sure you check out full sound samples of these new symphonic gong mallets and rollers on our website or YouTube channel. As always, if you like what you heard, be sure to boop that like and subscribe button. And don't be afraid to leave us a note below if there's a comment or question you'd like some extra direction with. Thanks for watching.